Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another Movies of 2021 review so far in the first half of 2021. This time I'm doing a TV movie on the Hallmark channel. Yeah, Josh, if you don't want to see this review, I get why. It's from 2021, and it just came out yesterday. It aired on Hallmark on Father's Day. And that is a new mystery romance movie. The romance is kind of like in the sideline, so it's not the main uh, focus. To Catch a Spy. Yes, this is a movie with an actress we have not seen in a long time, Natalie Kelly. She was in Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. I hadn't seen her since that movie. But this is her return to form, and she's really good in the film. You also have Cole, what was his name? The guy that plays Colin Donald as Aaron Maxwell. He's the main guy at the American Embassy that helps her out when that murder happens. Because basically, this is the story. When the newly renovated Hotel Optima in Malta has a grand reopening, Chloe and her team from Destination Traveler magazine head over to cover this travel scene in Malta and see someone fall to their death right past her hotel window. Basically, that's it. Yeah, her friend is Elias, some Arabic guy that welcomes her into the hotel when they get there, or her and her friends, and they get their rooms, and then all of a sudden he's dead in the first 10 minutes. They push him out of the window. And you know who does it? Well, I'm going to say it at the end, so spoilers if you care about this movie. The film was good, but I think the weakest part of the movie is the third act. Just like with Raya, I thought the third act just kind of took me out of it. It's weak. The main character is fine. I'm just saying that in this one, the villain reveal is dumb. It's one of the stupidest twists I've seen since Iron Man 3. And I'm like, yeah, they could have easily done it better. I just thought that it was like really forced. And it was just one of the dumbest twists I've ever seen in any Hallmark movie. Because while it was done, while this movie was different, it wasn't just a lovey-dovey movie where people have they meet, they have the misunderstanding, and they get together at the end. No, in this one, they just have a nice embrace. That's about it. So there's no kissy, lovey-dovey stuff here, mainly because I guess this movie was made during the COVID virus in 2020. So there's a lot of shots in the movie that are beautifully shot that there's no people around, and you get why, because it was made during the pandemic. And for a movie that was made during the pandemic, it could have been a lot worse. I was never bored. I just thought the third act kind of sucked. Yeah, I'm going to spoil the third act. They try to find out who was responsible for the death of her friend Elias, and it's the maid. The freaking maid is the villain, not the manager of the hotel, not one of the people in the embassy, not a random person. The mole is a freaking maid with a British accent that comes out of nowhere. Like in the beginning of the movie, she does this Maltese accent that sounds so phony, and then she takes her hair out, and then she's a Brit. I'm like, what kind of half-baked Iron Man 3 bullshit is this? It makes no freaking sense. It could have been easily cut out of the movie. It's not needed. Here's a couple of shots from the movie. This is them on the bridge when they're talking. This is the two of them together. Natalie Kelly is beautiful. Easy on the eyes, good actress. Like, she proved herself that she wasn't just a eye candy in Tokyo Drift. This is a shot of the catacombs in the city of Malta, in the country of Malta. No, that's this is Colin when he's in the catacombs. This is her friend's Patty Murrin, who plays her friend, her girlfriend, girl companion, and Jonathan Dunn. He's the Irish guy that he could have been cut out. I think he's just a diversity hire because the black guy's barely in the movie, so they have to put this Irish guy to be like a hacker or whatever, and he's just there. There's a nice shot of the water. I hope I don't get a copyright infringement. No, let's skip that. This is a beautiful scene with her and Patty on the thing. The film is shot very well. It's very well, and the pacing is not so bad. Yeah, there's some really good shots here. There's another shot. Wait, no, already got that one. This is a far out shot. There's a lot of good far out shots of a cathedral and the major city and the roads and everything. It looks really, really well done. For a Hallmark movie, this didn't look cheap. This looked really professional. If there was more action in this would be like a Mission Impossible or National Treasure or something like that. There's a scene where they're in the table. Yeah, and Natalie Kelly's kind of an underrated actress. I only seen her in this and in Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, and at least she acts human in the movie. No stupid accent, no over the topness. She doesn't get scared sometimes because she's human. She's not a superhero, which is nice to see. This is another picture of her, and no, that's an ad, and this is a good shot from outside. Them in their dressy clothes. Another one. I'm doing this to kind of stall for time, but yeah, this is to her when she's running. There's a good scene with her on a Vespa, aka a scooter, and they're chasing her in a car, and it's pretty intense. This is when she gets scared. That's good. And this is her in jeans and tight jeans. This is at the very end, which I think is the weakest part of the movie, the third act. I hope that I'm already ready for Black Widow because if the third act sucks, I'm like, hey, at least I got to see Scarlet one more time. That's more than some people did. This is them together on the set. A set photo. Sorry if it's bright. No, I don't care about you, Rose Byrne. This is the poster. Yeah, it was a good movie. I think for a Hallmark movie, it could have been a lot worse. And I know, Josh, you're not interested. You don't have to give me thumbs down and leave negative comments. I get it. These are not your movies because they're more targeted for women. But this one is actually not that girly. It actually has a plot that's different, which is nice to see. My first Hallmark movie of the summer. It's different, and I like when things are different. It doesn't have to be the same formulaic plot that we've seen in hundreds of other movies on the Hallmark Channel, and also the some movies that we've seen on Lifetime, or some movies we've seen on Ion, or some of the TV shows that give like CSI and NYPD Blue and all these other shows. It was something different. I give it that. So for what being different, I give it a thumbs up. Would I recommend it? Yeah, at least for one watch. But if you don't like the ending, I can understand completely because it's not a good twist. It's a stupid twist. They did the kind of the same twist in that 2019 Charlie's Angels, where no, Elizabeth Banks is not the villain. Patrick Stewart is, and he's barely in the freaking movie. But anyway, I'm not going to see that. It's better than that movie. I can easily say that. It's shorter. It's got a better lead. That's not an SJW. The men in this movie actually have something to do, mainly Colin Donald's character. And it's likable. It's likable enough. It was good enough to be for a movie for 2021, and it was not as painful as Finding Ohana or that Scooby Doo film I saw last week. So I would give To Catch a Spy a thumbs up, or at least one thumbs up. The second thumb doesn't go up because I thought the third act kind of sucked, but hey, that's just me because I wanted like Kelly to, Natalie Kelly to just like punch her right in the face, the freaking maid, and just break her arm or something. But I know Natalie Kelly's not a fighter, so you can only do so much of what was given. But it was still well done for what it was. An honorable mention at the very least for the end of the year. Not the best of the year, but at least an honorable mention. The story itself was engaging enough. That's more than I could say for some other Hallmark movies I saw throughout the last decade or so. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next review.